How you doing, folks? Welcome back. It's RT Money here for an RT Money moment. What am I talking about? Anyway, we're going to go over the CAD yen as per a request by one of my subscribers. Let's go over this as thoroughly as we can. We're going to do a top-down analysis. All right. I'm going to show you how to just look for the key points and move on to uh the next the next step. All right. With top down analysis, you start with the monthly, right? You can start with the monthly. You can start with the 3 month, whatever. Monthly is a good one. All right. What you want to notice is, what is the trend? Can you tell what this trend is? Some people are going to say, oh, it looks like it's ranging to me. I don't know. Well, some people might say, oh, well, it was in a downtrend and then it started breaking up. So are we in an uptrend? No. What you want to, if you're having trouble finding out what the trend is, ask yourself, where is the last break of actual structure? All right. What is a structure? A higher high, a higher low, or a lower high and a lower low. Those are structural points. All right. And what makes up a good structural point is at least two candles, consecutive candles, and one trading outside the previous one's range. Got it? Good. All right. So what do we have here? We have price descending, right? And we broke that trend line. We broke the down trend line, right? And we broke it to the upside. And what did we do? We made a higher high and a higher low. We got three candles for this pullback. So this makes it a great pullback. And then what happens? We break that high. Let's take a closer look at that. We break that high. This is the last break of structure on the monthly time frame. All right. That means price is bullish and price will likely continue bullish. You after an impulse high, breaking these highs, all right, you want to note the order block that impulse price past a high or a break of structure or a short-term high or swing high. You want to make sure you notate that. And we have this notated here. Now, these three candles are actually your bearish order block. I mean, your bullish order block. All right. But people will refine it and whittle it down to something like around here. I have it down to a weekly, and we'll go to the next one after that. But you also want to establish your, uh, your range. All right. The range is from the higher low to the higher high in this case. Sometimes it's from the lower low from the lower high to the lower low. You understand? And when price breaks either the the uh, the higher high or the higher low, when price breaks it in either direction, we know that there may be a shift from bullish to bearish momentum or from bearish to bullish momentum. In this case, we know that price is continuing bullishly because it broke structure to the upside. Let's go to the weekly. All right. And what do we see? All right. We see the same. We pretty much see the same thing. All right. Prices making higher high, higher low, higher high. And then we have an equal low. Now, why should I stop and pause on this? Because with equal lows, you know that there is liquidity down here. There are stop orders for people who are taking longs and pending orders for people who are waiting for breakout trades to take shorts. All right. What market makers, liquidation managers will do will come down here like they did here and manipulate these lows and take that liquidity. Stops out people who are short, who are taking longs, and it triggers people who are taking shorts, and then comes back up against them and finds their stop orders on this side of the line and take them out of their trades as well. Do you understand how this game works? Yes, that is the composite man that you and I are trading against. Anyway, that's a whole different story. Uh, so once they grab the liquidity, you always understand. You got to understand that when they grab liquidity like this, it's probably for the opposite direction. Probably, you just got to watch and see which way the trend is, which way the momentum is, and all. But in this case, I would say, it wicked down. If it was a close below these equal lows, then I'm thinking price is we've shifted from bullish momentum to bearish momentum. But when it wicks down, I'm looking at it as a liquidity grab. All right, and uh, with the possibility that price may continue bearishly. That's not what happened in this case. You can see price did find some strength to go on up. We found buyers in control after this grab of liquidity. All right, we'll grab that liquidity. Price continued with the bullish momentum. All right, making a higher low and pushing up for a higher high. What do we expect next? A higher low. That means a pullback, right? And after a break of structure, that's what you can expect. A pullback, what I call a return to impulse. That would be a return to the order block, that impulse price past that break of structure, that structural point to cause a break of structure. Okay. See how price left this area, this order block, prime suspect. Okay. And this is a weekly. Okay. So now you understand how liquidity works, the grab, and the impulse. All right. Let's go to the daily. All right. You always ask yourself on every time frame, what is price intending to do? What is the intent? The intent is to go higher. The intent is to create a higher high. The intent is to create a higher low right after that higher high is made. This is going to be a return to impulse and possibly a trade in this area, and then a continuation of the bullish trend. That's what I'm going to be looking for. All right. But this is a daily, and we see that the same equal highs here. And we're just going to check, do we have any structural breaks here? This impulse is very strong, but there is no pullback yet. So it is due. Now, what would cause a pullback? Only when price runs in from demand to supply, from supply to demand, from demand to supply, and back and forth. That's how price works. That is price. That's the order flow. All right. From a bullish order block to a bearish order block. We're going to get those orders and we're going to find equilibrium. Okay. What we have up here is this bearish order blocks. All right. This bearish order block that is stretched all the way across here to we have a daily inside of a weekly order block. This is pretty strong stuff. Do you notice this blue line here? That is a key level. I want to make sure you see it well. All right. That is a key level of support and resistance. I'm not advocating support and resistance trading here at all. I'm noticing that price is at a point where there has been a lot of, you know, interaction by price. All right. Matter of fact, if we go down to the monthly, just so we can see it clearly, you can see it was as resistance there, as resistance there, support here, support there, resistance here, resistance. We didn't even get up here. We got in the zone. We got in the zone to test it as resistance, but right now, here we are. So that's why I made note of it. This is an area where maybe one can reasonably expect the potential for a reversal just based on support and resistance. All right. And I'm only using it as a secondary confluence. But we have a bearish order block up here, high time frame order block for the weekly and the daily, with the daily embedded inside. And here we are hitting this POI. All right, now this order block has been tested before, so we expected a deeper penetration into it. But will it hold is the question. Will it hold? Will it turn price around? I want to show you something on the weekly. There's something I forgot to mention. Do you notice that once price came down and tapped these equal lows for that liquidity, it came down here, came higher, made a higher low, and then sprung up like that. I just need you to see this is what I look for on every time frame. All right, that inverted head and shoulders, that inverted quasi. This is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for price to give me a reversal pattern that lets me know, hey, we're turning around here. This is a good trade. I look for it on the 1 minute. I look for it on the 1 month. All right. That's how you know you'll be in a safe trade. You wait until it comes down after one down, one low, one lower. You wait for that order block to be hit here, or near the head, at in this leg of structure. In this leg of structure, there will be an order block. That price will go up, come back, and test, and find support, and be propelled up. I hope you got that. Okay, uh, so we're on the daily, right? And um, we have that big spring, and we're basically all of the time frames are in sync. They're all bullish. All right, they've all had the same level of the break of structure. The lower ones are starting or catching that break of structure down here. All right, but it's still a nice impulse past all those structures, and we are due a pullback. Okay, the key is to find out where price will make that pullback to where, and we got to understand that that will be the higher time frames objective, to make a higher low and then a higher high. All right, that's the big scheme. All right, let's go to the 4 hour. Do we see anything different here? No. But what we want to do is we want to take a very close look at what's happening right here. All right, and we can't see the price action is good here. We have higher high, higher low. Here we have price spending some time here accumulating orders, and then popping forth here. All right, so we want to bear that in mind. We want to make sure we take note, where is price finding itself uh, impulsing pretty hard from. Let's go to the 1 hour. This is where we start to see the price action a little bit more clearly, and you can see we made our high here, we made the higher low here. All right, higher high. This is the highest of this what do you call it, this lower high, and we created a 1 hour order block here. All right, and we went lower. We created equal lows here. This one didn't pierce that equal low yet. We haven't tapped into the liquidity down here. These are actual the same, hitting the exact same level, the same price point. So price, I have no doubt, will manipulate down here before going any higher, for sure. All right, it may come up here first and then come down. So we're going to find out in a little bit. But what we want to notice is uh, there's a, a bullish engulfer here. Prices come down inside the test this bullish engulfer. This is a 1 hour. Do I think this bullish engulfer will last inside of a bearish order block? No, I do not. All right, I think this will eventually fail. We've gone our high. We've gone inside of the 1 hour order block. You can see that we rounded over here, and we'll see if price comes back up and tests this newly formed order block right there. And what do I keep saying? I love to see bearish order blocks at, when price comes into contact with a larger time frame bearish order block. All right, inside of a bearish order block. I would love to have seen a bearish order block here. All right, but that didn't happen. So that kind of gives you an indication price is definitely going to continue higher. All right. Now, is it going to continue higher past this bearish order block? Well, we'll see, because what we're looking for is, when will price start to maintain bearish order blocks? this price point, this price point. Those are the ones that I'm keying in on right now that are I'm hoping are protected. All right, and we'll see if price will go any higher than this one here, right? But these two here, price could play around here, come back down and come back up. But I want to see if price will maintain the bearish order bars. All right, and I am looking for a short, but I want to make sure I take a short that gives me that head and shoulders, that quasi. All right, that lets me know, hey, we, this order block held. This is our validation point or our invalidation point. Price goes past here, the head, then I know price is going to continue bullishly. All right. I want to take my short from here, and that's what I'm going to urge you to look out for. All right. We have an interesting lower high, lower high, lower high. It looks interesting, but we are moving sideways. So price is accumulating. Expect price to come down here, manipulate these lows, manipulate these highs before it leaves this area. All right. I just don't know if it's going to continue higher or is it going to come on down and give me that lower stuff and come back and give me an entry and continue lower. That's what I'm looking for. So I hope you benefit from this analysis. I do. I'm hoping that you leave a comment and tell me, yeah, I'm on the same mission. I'm looking for the same kind of situation there. All right. Or if you're looking for price to continue higher, like a moonshot or something, because the CAD is very strong against the very weak safe haven yen. You understand that oil is moving up as well, very strong, and CAD follows oil, and this is a good place to have taken longs this morning for sure. With that in mind, so we'll see. We'll see what happens because this will be a nice place for price to reverse and make that higher low, and then we can continue higher. I'm expecting that return to impulse and then go higher. All right. I will see you in the next video. Check out the videos on your screen right now. One is for the weekly outlook, the forecast, and the other one is one of my last videos. All right. I'll check you in the next one.